A Tamuk student rescued his mother from Ukraine after 10 months of living in a war-torn country.
An art exhibit was hosted in the Ben Bailey Art Gallery, followed by a ball in the Student Union ballrooms to honor the heritage heroes of Black History Month.
The annual Javelina Squared event was hosted at the JSEC, where second-year students had the opportunity to try to explore campus resources.
More on this week's episode of the Javelina Broadcast Network.
Hey Javelinas, welcome back to the Javelina Broadcast Network. I'm Larissa Salinas.
And I'm Zena Desouza. Thank you for joining us.
How is your day going, Zena?
Good. How's yours?
Mine's good.
That's great. An art exhibit was hosted in the Ben Bailey Art Gallery prior to the ball. Melissa with more.
Thanks, Zena. I'm here at the EMSA Ballrooms where the Black Heritage Month Heritage Heroes celebration is taking place. Before this event began, we had the opportunity to attend the art exhibit at the Ben Bailey Art Gallery, where we had the opportunity to interview the artist that had his art on display for Black Heritage Month. Why did you choose to exhibit your art here?
I got an invitation. I didn't know of. I knew of Texas A&M, but I had no idea of the Ben Bailey Gallery. So I got an invitation to exhibit for the Black Heritage Month, and I felt like it's a great honor and opportunity to let people see my work, and then to let people hear my story, and then so I accepted it. Art is important, and art is an important medium through which our heritage will be spread across borders beyond where our voices can reach.
After the art exhibit, festivities continued in the EMSA Ballrooms. What does it mean to be honored as a heritage hero for Black Heritage Month, too?
Oh, it's a wonderful honor because this school has given so much to me, and to be able as an African-American Black woman to come back and to be honored in such a way, and the community to recognize that, and the university, it's a wonderful experience. And I'm happy. My hope is to inspire others to do great things for future generations.
It's been a wonderful month. A lot of planning goes into this, so I also want to thank you for just supporting us, by providing funding, and then also just being present. A lot of this is just about being present and supportive, so I thank you so much for understanding.
Cherie Jackson was one of the heritage heroes featured in celebration of Black Heritage Month. She serves as the missions assurance lead for the Vertex company at NASA's Johnson Space Center. Throughout the years, Jackson has given back to the Javelina community. This is what she had to say about the award and the recognition.
Well, I think any recognition I gain from my alma mater, I am deeply honored and I cherish it. It is so special that someone has paid attention to what I've done, or what I've done has rung loud enough for it to be heard back in Kingsville.
The South Texan also wrote an article on Jackson. Pick up the latest issue of the South Texan or check it out at thesouhtexan.com.
The annual Javelina Squared event was hosted at the JSEC. This was an opportunity to give second-year Javelinas a chance to come out and explore campus resources.
Hey Javelinas, we are here at the JSEC where sophomores are able to come out and see what resources are available to them on campus.
Well, I think as a freshman you get overwhelmed with just adjusting to college and learning your way around campus and knowing where things are. And so as you're in your sophomore year, it's a great time to, you're not really slowing down, maybe it's time to actually speed up, but to learn about the exciting opportunities that await you for the rest of your college career, like study abroad, internships, undergraduate research. And so we like to do it as a way to congratulate students. Surviving your first year is a big deal, and also to show them that just that first adjustment to college isn't enough. Now it's time to take it to that next level and really get involved and take advantage of everything that A&M Kingsville has to offer.
Students were encouraged to come out and get free food, win prizes, play some games, and also meet new friends. Thank you for coming out here with me tonight.
We had the opportunity to speak with Alexander Zavosky, Tamuk CSDO student, who rescued his mother from Ukraine after having lived through the Russian invasion for nearly a year.
So what's it like having your mother back in the United States, and is she living with you?
Yeah, she lives with us, with my family, and it's good to have her in the safety of the United States. It's interesting to hear some of the things that she notices after living for 10 months in a country at war. For instance, when we just arrived at the Houston airport, I remember loading all of our suitcases in my car, and as I was doing that, we had a lot of suitcases. We had to bring a lot of her stuff. And she was just staring at the sky and looking at all the airplanes, and then I looked at her. I was like, "Are you okay?" And she asked me, "Are all those civilian airplanes?" I go, "Yes, Mother, yes. You don't have to worry about anything. And they're all civilian airports." So thoughts like that, I just cannot even imagine just being on the lookout at all times. So I'm glad that she can, her mind can take some rest from those wars and those feelings.
What was your reaction to hearing the sirens for the first time? What went through your head?
It was a very eerie sound. So just my heart was racing because I had no idea what to do. Early on in the war, during the war, my mother herself as well, she would run down the basement. In fact, she would just go to bed all dressed up because she would know that most likely and during the night she'll have to wake up to siren and run downstairs. And that was because there was not really much certainty in their actions, so they didn't really know what to expect. So they were quite obedient to that in the beginning. But then as the time went on, unfortunately they had to start kind of getting used to that. So my feelings were probably different from a typical Ukrainian who lived through the war for all those 10 months at the time. But yeah, it was very eerie, very unpleasant feeling, not knowing what's going to happen the next moment. Am I going to hear explosions? Am I going to be safe? Am I going to be alive in my own entirety? So it's scary. No one should be feeling that.
The Student Recreation Center is hosting group fitness classes where they are offering yoga, strength boot camp, Pilates, and water aerobics. This is an opportunity for students to get active with friends. To see more, you can read the article by me in the latest issue of the South Texan. Speaking of getting fit, we have sideline reports with Chris.
Thanks, Zena. To kick things off this week's sideline reports, 3 weeks into the season, Javelina softball coach Douglas Eastman has been replaced. Thursday, February 16th, Javelina Athletics announced interim coach Orlando Salinas has taken over with little explanation as to why the abrupt change. Under the direction of interim coach Salinas, the softball team split the series, winning their second game against Our Lady of the Lake in San Antonio. The men's basketball team continues to claim victory as they look to continue to be on track to claim the first place in the LSC rankings. The women's basketball team is currently holding third place in the rankings for their LSC division. And for the first time in Javelina Nation history, both men's and women's basketball team are simultaneously being considered for the LSC championship. Javelina Track and Field competed in their last indoor meet of the season for the LSC championship in Lubbock, Texas. On day one, Thomas Nieto was named a pole vault champion, and on day two, Jaquilin Scott claimed an individual championship in the individual hurdles with a time of 7.88 seconds. This has been Chris with Sideline Reports. Now to you, Larissa.
Student engagement and campus life, campus activities board, and residency life hosted a Valentine's Happy Hearts event in the M-Sub ballrooms. Now to Melissa.
I'm here at the Student Union ballrooms, where student engagement and campus life, CAB, and residency life came to host an event called Happy Hearts. This was an opportunity to come celebrate Valentine's Day alone or with a date. Why'd you come out today?
I came out originally for the stuffing the animals, and then we saw that the bingo was going on, so we were like, why not? And we decided to come out, take the chance at winning something.
Could you explain to me why it is important for the university to hold events like this to make everyone feel included?
Sure, I think it's important for our students to be able to get to come out and socialize with one another, build connections to the university to let them know that there's different events like this, that they can come out and develop a sense of community and kind of build a bond back with the university.
What has been the highlight of coming with your friends?
Honestly, just the love. Cause I know like everyone like expects like the whole like romantic gesture of like a relationship, and I think it's just refreshing to all the single people out there to know that there's still love out in the world.
Students came out to play bingo, paint canvases, and build a bear. Check out my article at thesouhtexan.com. Back to the studio.
Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Make sure to tune in next time and stay up to date on all things happening around campus.
Don't forget to pick up a copy of the South Texan and be sure to tune in to KTAI 91.1 FM. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.
Signing off from the Javelina Broadcast Network and keeping you informed on all campus news, this is Larissa Salinas.
And I'm Zena Desouza. Thank you for tuning in to the Javelina Media Experience.
A production by students for students.